Hey there, Mort fans, and welcome to a live Mort's Model Moment, where today we are finally, it's Tuesday, and instead of doing it Tuesday, we are finally installing the Briksmax LED set. This is Briksmax BX016. Now, I'm not sure if it's on the market anymore. I don't think it is. You might be able to find it on the second-hand market, but I do believe that if you look on Briksmax, you can check out their old sets in the instructions section and find out what parts are needed for this. But if you did need to do that, also you might be able to find them on eBay, stuff like that, second-hand market. But anyway, we have got the Briksmax BX016 set, and it is for the Lego Downtown Diner, which is set number 10260, which again, I think this might be retired now. So we're looking at two things that you cannot buy anymore, except on the second-hand market, and we're gonna put them together, and we're gonna make it looking really cool because these buildings look amazing with lights in, and I really, like I've said before, I really do like the Briksmax light sets. It might just be because that was the first one I got, and I thought that's a really simple instruction manual. It was a good experience. I didn't want to check a different manufacturer. I just kept with this, and I am very happy with pretty much all the results that I have had from this set. This manufacturer of lighting kits. So we already have this on a Mills plate. We did that the other day. So that's got enough space to put a USB cable underneath, which I've just realised. I think I left it downstairs. Did I actually keep one here? We were checking through some stuff yesterday. I've taken some stuff downstairs. I will grab that later if need be. But this is opened. I'll just get the book separator out of the way. So this actual box, I did open it. I just wanted to have a quick look inside. But everything else inside is sealed. So yeah, pretty cool indeed. These are really good sets, and I am looking forward to putting it in this because I really do like this style building. It's not that I really like the 1950s style. I prefer the 1920s, 1930s style buildings of Lego module building, that Art Deco period. But for this, the 1950s diner style, I think this looks amazing. And the big thing there, where the recording studio is on top, this looks like a classic jukebox in a way. But let's have a look which we want this camera for the moment. So we're just going to put this here, and we push this button here. Blinding lights. I've just blown out. If anyone's seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, then they just put on the spare nuclear power plant just for me. Anyway, so if you are watching and you want to join in the chat is on the side, or if you want to join the Discord, then that is underneath in the description. Just click on it, it'll say I've invited you, and well, click there and you can see what happens on the Discord, which is more fun when you guys interact, like with the chat on the side. Right, let's have a look inside here then. So, well, we've already got a number on the book, which means we have more than one book. We have possibly 3 books, 1 per floor, I will guess. Oh, well, the third book is a user guide, so maybe just 2 books. So you got the, okay, so we've got a user guide, which is kind of standard. We have telling you how to fit the things in, how it goes, and it's in all the languages, how to use the sticky backs, and which way round you put things in. Don't put wires over the studs, put them in the gaps. which way around you put your cables in, which that means if we've got a thing saying which way around to put the cables in, this is an older set. Because nowadays they are reversible. And then we've got the service card, which is just how do you feel? Happy with your thing? Upload your favourite photos, share your experience via videos to YouTube. Well, that's cool. We're all doing that. So nice service card. If you have any problems, then talk to those. You get a 12 months warranty, which this is probably out of warranty now. I have had it a long time. Service at briksmax.com, a telephone number which I've never called, and problem solved. So if you have problems, talk to Briksmax. I have had problems in the past and they solved it. So we have 2 books, quite thick books. So there we go. Put book 2 over there as well. Don't put that on camera. There we go. Put 2 over there. Book 1. Put the bag over there, and then we'll get to the lights and then look at the amount of packets we have here. Now, the one that we built the other day had numbers, not the actual CO2. They've all got code names. Have the things, code numbers, so you can easily identify them in the book. This is clearly an older book because it has the smaller style booklet. They now have a larger print booklet, which is easier to see the pictures. And I've just noticed, look at this, we should be putting lights into a pink car, which I don't actually have available tomorrow, so we can actually skip some pages. So that's pretty cool. So there will be a lot of lights left over, and I might have to readjust and go into this again just to put the lights in the car. Very, very professional here. We make sure we have all the pieces before we start. Okay, and there is another thing that I'm going to grab that is just behind me, which is an aftermarket accessory. And again, I don't know if these are still available. They get sold out quick when they are available, or they did get sold out very quick when they were available. So I added to that problem by the last time I noticed that they were on sale and they were having a percentage off sale. I bought some of these, which are wireless power connectors, which are very cool indeed, because which I will be hopefully using these instead of wired connectors. Well, they still have a wire on them, but the wire connectors connect like from one floor to another. You need a wire going between them, and then it makes it hard to take it apart. Like a modular, you can take them apart really easily, meant to be able to, but with the wire connecting the floors, you have to be very careful of that wire. But with these, you get a 2-part. These are not in this box, by the way. This is a separate thing that I bought separately. That's how separate things work. These are a 2-part module where that goes on the lower floor, and then this has a couple of connectors in there. You get your things together, your plus and your minus, which yep, like that, and then they will join together. So you put your top floor on your bottom floor, and you get that connection, and then you can actually separate the floors without a wire connecting these 2 things, because these will be connected to the junction boxes that are on the inside, and that might require a little bit more rerouting of wires, but we can always try and figure that out. So they are for later when we need them, but let's have a look what we've got here. So we've got a lot of AO4s there. Every light has a different code, so that when you're in here, like it says there on this instruction, it says CO2. CO2 is the street lamp CO2. Now you can clearly see it's a street lamp, but yeah, CO2 is the street lamp. So that is possibly the first thing we're doing after we take things down. Oh, we get some tweezers in here as well. Freebie tweezers. These technically are useful, but you know, you gotta use the tweezers right. So some tweezers, and we have the battery holder. Which type of battery holder is this? It is not a studded battery holder, and it is a wired connected battery holder. So you can power these via USB or via AA or AAA batteries. There are AAA battery containers available. Of the AA variety, you can have them with a fixed or with an actual USB connector on here, a USB plug. So the USB plugs are better because then you get to just wire in the USB, and that's that. And then you've got a choice to put it into a hub or into a battery box that will be out to the side, but you can unplug it. With this, you have to get all the way back into the building, find the connector, pull it out. And also with the USB ones, they actually have studs on them for the AA, and then you have a AAA connector, which is same premise, but with AAA batteries, and again, you can get them with the studs, and this has a on-off switch. We won't be using this. We will be using USB connector if, hopefully, there is a USB connector in here. Let's have a look. So you get official Lego plates, because you might need some spare plates. Well, you will for certain things. Let's see what else we got. Yep, we've got the USB and some adhesive squares for sticking things on. And then we've got a lot of connecting cables. This is why you got the codes, because a 50cm connecting cable and a 30cm connecting cable, you want to keep these in their respective bags. So then when it says DO7, you know you want the long ones. But with the wireless connect, we might not need them. What else we got? Oh, what's that? 15cm connecting cable. Some 5cm connecting cables, so they're really small. Then we've got the expansion ports. This is what you plug all your cables in. Again, 8 ports, 6 port. Any smaller? Nope. Oh, wow. Oh no, 2 8 ports. I was going to say just 1 8 port and 1 6 port. Oh. But yeah, 2 8 ports and 1 6 port. And then we've got some strip lights. These are the ones that stick up, usually for providing ceiling lights. And we've only got one style of that, so that's a lot of them. And we've got some fast flashing multicolour lights. Looks like we've got a couple of them, so they could be good. They could be cool. And then we've got some slow flashing red dot lights. Okay, so they're multicolour lights. So they, I don't think I've had these before. I've had some cycling lights. They're inside the eyes of Wally over there, which at some point I am going to change them to some fixed colour lights because they get out of sync pretty quickly. It looks weird when it's a pair of eyes. And we've got some warm white dot lights and then some. They're 15cm long cables, and then some 30cm long cables, warm white dot lights. So we have got quite a lot to get through, but some of these I won't be using because they're going to be used for the car. There is another style of battery box as well for a CR2032 battery, usually used for the car sets because they are slim and they fit underneath if you wanted to attach the battery compartment to the actual car. So, right, let's switch all this. I'll be showing you some other stuff as well as we go along. So, it's all pictures. It does have some like rotational things that you have to do sometimes, but we are generally going to be okay. Right, so we've got a piece there that shouldn't have come off. So the only thing that I might struggle with changing for these things, the only thing we might struggle with is using aftermarket parts, by using these wireless connectors, I might not have enough spare parts in all of my spare parts here to actually fill in the gaps that these will create. So we might have a couple of gaps there, but I will persevere and try my best. That's all we can do. Right, so showing me here, take off the classic street light, put that down there, there we go. And it does show you which parts you need to remove. So we are going to get rid of this. There we go. Right. And then get my street lamp. Hey there, if you are watching, don't forget to interact with us. It is always cooler. But please be wary. I am concentrating technically on this, so it could take me a few moments to respond. Right, so we've taken them off. Right, so got to start splitting the thing off, which is going to be slightly harder because I have switched this to a different plate, but we already have done switching to a different plate, so it's okay. Oh, what's fallen? Something fell. What was it? Oh, it was the pancake. I forgot there's a pancake. And what is that? A yellow dot. No idea where that's from. We will find out during the course of the build. Okay. So we just want to get under here somehow. So like I said, building it onto a mill's plate, it is actually now. It's more solid on the mill's plate, which makes it harder to get underneath. But we have to persevere. Oh God. And not rip the entire thing off in one go. There we go, right, so we can start the movements. So maybe, there we go, so maybe next time, I'll learn and I'll do all of the mill's plating and lights in one go. Here we go, we are getting this separated a bit now. There we go. Right, are we just right, so 41. We're going under there. We're coming out. Yeah, we're just going under. Just trying to get, yeah, just coming out where the so we want to be on the gap. I'm going to go one further. And if all else fails, I'm going to go through the Ah, no, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I mean the newer booklets are wider, so bigger pictures. So it is slightly easier to read. Right, so I'm going to lock that in place. Not with that. There we go. Okay, right. Oh my God. I'll go in the center. Hopefully we won't have to go underneath much. Okay. Make sure it's all locked in place. There we go. So now we have this. Right, the chair fell out. So now we are taking out. Okay, so that's in there. That's in there. That's good. Right, so we're taking out the. So now it's saying take out the jukebox. I'm going to take off the two tops here and take off all of this on the top. And then we want A21, which, as I say, we just got to go find them, which looks like the fast flashing multicolored dot lights, which makes sense. So we want A21, and the other thing that I do like on these is A21-1 and A21-2. It keeps you, the first one you put in keeps you knowing whereabouts you are. Instead of just saying A21 and you don't know which one it's talking about, later on in the instructions it will say A21-1 and A21-2. So we'll get that locked in there. And if I'll just show you this on the close-up cam, how tiny these LEDs are. And if you look on the back, you can see it's got everything is numbered. So if you do mix them up, if you do mix your lights up, they are numbered on the back. There we go. Right. Okay, we'll get these locked back on. And then get these on. And both of these, when this gets hooked back on, both of these are going out Oh, so that needs to be going over there, like so, and then both of these are going the same direction, like so. I'm hoping there's enough wire on that. I didn't lock any in, so anyway, okay, right, so now we want to remove all of the dining area. So part of that already removed for me. There we go. Moving the dining area. Get the jukebox back. Okay. Whew. Right, we'll move the dining area. And then okay, right. So no, it's this that's getting routed through. Right, okay. So we're routing this. Yeah. So okay. Just trying to get it behind this brick. Do it a little bit at a time. No rushing. Oh my word, just get on there. Use the tweezers. Let's get in there, use the tweezers. It can, I won't lie, it can get frustrating because the wires have almost no weight to them, and they're trying to just do their own thing, and you're trying to get it to do a different thing, and you just want to get it round that corner. But I do like these sets. And let's not forget, Lego is not built with these wire sets in mind, so come on, just get in there. Oh my. Come on. Gets so frustrating. We're on the third instruction and I just don't have the dexterity anymore. Okay. Right. Right, we've got that there. Okay. Let's get the seat back in. Go behind there. You look in there. Right. You look in there. Oh my word. There we go. Right, and then we want the seat back. Where's the seat back? I'll put it somewhere. Okay. Now it's table time, which we're going straight underneath the table. It should be easier. Should be easier, but it won't be. Let's go out the door. So it's low. Okay, right. And then how's it wiring up under here? Right, we're trying to lock it in underneath. Along the side here. what's that? Is that the seat? What is that? That's the seat. Okay. And then that's the seat middle. Like so. Okay, got it. Right. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. There we go. Right, now we've got three things. Right, now we want the DR202. Oh, right, so one of these actually gets used on the car, which we skipped, which I'm glad of. Considering that was a nightmare. No, it's all right. It's just like it's very small in there. I've got some old adhesive tiles. Very small, very fiddly, but once it's in, hopefully. So we're going to stick on these adhesive tiles. I use my old adhesive tiles because hopefully they're still sticky, but then the newer ones will stay stickier for longer. Right, we're going to plug in. So this is meant to be going on the front here. This is where it's saying go on the front. So yep, we've got. Oh, where's that going in? There we go. As I say, these things are not as universal as the newer versions. The new versions do where you can put them in both directions or either way up, which is a lot easier. Okay, just rolling up some cable here, not on the sticky bits. Okay, we're going, yep, to the side of the door. There we go. I said not on the sticky bits. It didn't listen. There we go. Try and get the excess out of the way. Okay, now we have, right, so, and then it's showing me to plug in the AAA battery box and route that to the outside, which I won't be doing exactly like that. I'm going to get the USB and I'm going to install that instead. There we go. Route it through there. And then we're going to pop back through here. Just routed it to the side just to make it neater. Pop back through the next plate, and then we are going straight out the back. See how I've done that? Made a little curve in it, locked it in place. And then we are going to go, and this might change in the future because I've got to figure out where to put the other thing. When we put in the, oh god, there's a little kink in the wire there. And there we go. So that's the USB in instead of the battery box, and that will go under there. That's just gonna go under there. So we've fed it around this top section here, and then fed it in under there. So we have a USB instead of the battery box, so we can skip past the battery box stuff. There's meant to be a cable that connects the car to this, so it powers off of one USB or one battery box, so we can skip that as well. Right, now we're going to take apart the dyno sign. So done with that. Okay, so we've taken off the D. Oh, the full lot. So does all this come off? How does all this come off? I think. Do we push back? There we go. Is that it? There we go. Taking off the full lot. I think that's more than what we needed to take off. Oh no, there we go. And then now we can take off the E, N, and A. And separate these into their pieces. Like so. Okay, right, so we're gonna, so I'm doing that. 70, okay, so 72, we want to take that off of there, and it says, put it aside. So that piece was just taken off, put it aside. And then so that's that sorted. And then we want to take off the I, take off the D, and we take off the first one here, and it says discard this. Now we grab this from step 73. Oh, so there's the piece we discarded, but that's the one we took off before. and we put this here, like so. Okay. And what we put that back together without that piece. Okay, I'm a little lost here. I've put that aside. Right. Discarded that. I think I'm just putting that there and there, like so. Oh, we put. Is it getting more set back? No. Don't understand. What? Okay, right. This is slightly not making sense. Right, so I'll put that aside. Put that aside. Right, took it apart. Put that, right, so that is not on this anymore. So that would be on there, and that, so was it like that? It was like that. Take that off. Take this off, discard this. Done that. Right, 76, from step 73, we put that there. But then there's still another stud there. So where's that stud come from? That is not super clear. But there is a gap. What? Okay, this has been a little put that there. Right, there's meant to be that piece. There's meant to be that piece there. that's meant to be a great piece, apparently. But there is a right, leaving a gap. Then we get this, which is this. We'll put that there. There's meant to be a gap. So, okay, there's meant to be a gap. Then we put the D back on. There we go. Okay. Without this then. Apparently without that. That is looking exactly like this. So we're good. Oh yes, there's meant to be a gap there because there's no stud. Yep, okay, we got it. We are there. Right, so now we want the R and this piece. We'll put in the R back on. 81, R back on. 82, we get this piece apparently. Oh no, there we go. This is not clear in the slightest. Right, okay, yes. Do that. Take off this piece. Put that aside. Then we attach that to there. Yes, there we go. Okay. Then we get this. Take off this piece. And then it's saying, look at that. There we go. We got to the end there. Two of these, one of them, discard. Brilliant. We got there. We got there in the end. Then we put that back on there. Right, that was a lot of faff just to get rid of 4 pieces. But anyway, we got it. We've done it. So now we want BR2. Where's my BR2s? DR3, DR4, DR5. There we go. There's his BR2s. 1 to 5. We want 5 of these. And we want DR4, 5 of them as well. So. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a loose one. 5. Oh, we've got 6 left. 6 left of those. Okay. Okay, and then DR4, which is wiring. There we go. DR4. We want numbers 1 to 5 of these as well. How many of these have we got? Is that it? Okay, that's empty. We got 1. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we want to make a chain. So start with that. Go. Like I say, so I do find generally these instructions to be clear. They are clearer on the bigger booklets, mainly because it's bigger pictures. But sometimes it is a little off, but it's there as long as you see it. As long as you're actually looking properly, you will see it. Right, 1, 2. Let's get that in. 3. Next one. again, I'll just put this. If you do mix these up with other strip lights, it does have, where is it? I've just seen it. It does have the code on for what it is, a BO2. So these are really good. I mean, you might like your own LED kits, but I really like these ones. And sometimes, I'd say a lot of the time, it is user error. When I'm here going, what am I doing? Where am I going? What's going where? It is definitely user error. Okay, so where are we coming into? Right, so these are all. Right, so these are going underneath here, apparently. Okay, so we're going to be. So we're taking this off. Like so. Not that. We might need. Well, right, which port do we need? Right, so we are lifting this up a little bit as well. Okay. Right, so we'll make. There we go. So we've made a gap. Go in through the gap. And then which port will it reach? Right, so we're just going to have to do some port wiggling. There we go. So we will take this one out, because that one's not as important where it goes, because that's the longest wire we've got at the moment. There we go. Unravel a little bit, and then we'll plug that in over there. We're just doing some just wiggling the ports around, because the wire that we're putting in is exceedingly short. It's one of the shortest wires that they do. I think it is the shortest wire. So we're just gonna get that in place there, and then get that stuck back up. And so where? Okay, so we've gone under there, and we are coming. Can we? So. There we go. Right. Got to get under here. There we go. Stupid things. Right, and then can we lock that in place? Generally, if you can't lock it in place, it's in the wrong spot. Because there should be just enough gap a lot of the times. There we go. Now it's in the right spot. Right, that's going to go under there. So we're going to take off the backing paper, get them stuck underneath, and then we just literally putting them all around. Oh, and then the last two, right, so we're going, so it goes 1, 2, 3 there. So yeah, we're sticking them up. That one goes on the corner, so Okay, so if we stick, right, there we go. Oh, what are we meant to be going on that? Are we going on? What are we going on? We're going behind that, and we don't need. We're not using spare bricks. Okay, okay, fair enough. And we are flipping it, dropping stuff, as is tradition. Put it on this side, that might be easier. There we go. Okay, get these backing papers peeled off, and then we can start sticking these on. If you are watching, don't forget to chat there. It's always more fun to chat with you guys. And if you want to join the Discord, again, the link is underneath in the description. Just going to get 3 of these backing papers off, and then I can stick them up. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. So we're going behind. No, we're going behind that. Yep. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you can see that on the, I'm just going to turn that, there we go. So there's a little grey guide there. If we just stick them behind that grey guide there, and then try and get this one in there, this is going to be, we're going as far as possible. Right, because that's going to be going around the corner. So we are just going to go this is going to be awkward. There we go. Right, we're behind that. And can that go around the corner now? Just want to go a little bit further down here. Come on, unstick, there we go. There we go, that's almost in the centre. Right. Okay. Get the tweezers in there, there we go. Okay. Now we're going around the corner. Let's try and get this even here. Okay, we've got them in there then. So you can see we've got one going around, and that's in the middle. That's enough in the middle. I'm hoping. It seems to be. It might be slightly off, but yeah. And then we're going around the corner. There, just going angled. Okay. And then we're taking off some of this corner. So we're pulling off this bit, might as well just pull that all off. And then this section, including the pink. Yep. There we go. And then we can feed this through here. There we go. Like so. And apparently, oh, have I not got enough cable here? Have I gone too far? Oh, well. You can't go further around here too much. There we go. That gives me enough. There we go. Then we've got cable popping out. Now this should give me enough. There we go. Now we've got enough cable for that to lock in place. Like so. There we go. And this should be going there and there. Right. I think I would have preferred putting these onto the actual couple of spare bricks or something like that. Oh, that is the end of that book. Cool. Still don't know where they're meant to go. There's two of them now. We got two yellow dots from somewhere. No idea. I'll find out at some point. Right. Book number 2. There we go. And then we're sticking. Okay, so these are sticking on here then. Yeah, there, and just make a little loop. Oh, no. Probably better with a loop. It doesn't pop up as much. There we go. Right. Okay. Got some backing paper to take off. Go 1. And get number 2 off here. 2. There we go. Okay, so going there and there. A little loop with a little loop in that wire just to take off the excess, keep it down a little bit. There we go. Then we can put the diner back on. Yay! Oof. We did make it hard for ourselves, didn't we? Have I Oh, yep. It's not a mock build or lights unless there's parts on the floor. Okay, and then that is why we got rid of that extra brick, because we needed gap for the lights to go in. That all makes sense now. Got rid of the extra brick to make gap for the lights. There we go. And that excess wire is now hidden underneath the dyno sign. So when that lights up, it's going to cast a shadow. Okay, right. So now we're looking at this, taking off this entire thing. Yep. There we go. Working on that. Oh, what's wrong? Sorry about that. Just quick message there. Right. So we're looking at this. What we got here? Yes. So we want an AO3. This is our only AO3. There we go. AO3. Putting this in here. Oh, cool. I do like it when you can do this, when you can put it through the actual top here. Yeah. So we take that off. Wire this through because of the tiny wires. Get a slight kink in the end of the wire there, so that when you pull it in, pulls in nice and even. Put that on there. That's locked in place now. Then this is where it gets a little tight, because as I say, the tolerances on Lego is very tight, but it can be done. And then we want to be so we wrap this around a bit. Very long wire. Go. Actually, I might need to loop it around that many times. But, and then we want to be going out here. Do an extra loop there. There we go. Okay. So that is on there. Okay, right. I'm hoping that this doesn't need to go and get attached to another floor. This is when you have to do some wire magic, because I'm wondering if there's enough. If there's enough wire, I should be able to connect this to that. Like, because there is an open port there, and not connect it to that, and then we've got to figure out where the let's have a look. Where's it showing to connect that? It's just saying leave it open for now, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully get, if I unravel this, I might be able to figure this out. Okay. Right, so technically there is enough to go there. Is there enough if I go like that? Oof, could be a bit of a strain this. Okay, so right, might get tricky. Might get tricky, but you know, doesn't mean we have to quit. Does it reach here? Could reach there if we go across. Oof. We'd have to stretch all the way across. Okay, for now we'll just keep it on the back burner. The other thing we could do is if I have a spare wire somewhere, if I find a spare wire, might be able to put a wire in here to there, going along here, pull this wire out of here and here, and then it'll be one wire that goes that way to power this, and then another wire going this way to power this, and then I can plug that into there, and then that will keep this section by itself. That is a possibility. That is a possibility, but we'll just we'll work on that when we get to that. If we get to that, there we go. So yes, okay. So now we're going to put that aside. We've done the ground floor. So now we want to take this off. There we go. Oh, we've got some minifigures in here. Get rid of those. Tip onto side. Oh, what else has come out? The barbells. Right, so we've done that. We want this. Right, now we want the BO2, 6 and 7. BO2, there we go. Okay, and we are getting, yep, 2 pieces from here. As I say, these are actual Lego elements. Guessing. So yeah, I'm guessing they're not provided by Lego. The the pieces they will be bought in by Briksmax. But yeah, they are Lego branded, and you can check all. They've got the codes and everything. It's just like it's really cool. That most of the time there are some specialty elements that I've noticed in certain ones where Lego don't produce that element, so they've had to, you know, source from elsewhere, or perhaps make their own. I don't know. But we want a DR5. But you know, if a Lego element is available, I have noticed that you will get genuine Lego. So I want a DR5 and a DR6. Oh, we've got two DR6s. But again, I'm saying we need these. We might not need these, because if I can separate each floor into its own ecosystem, it is a lot better. There we go. Right, DR6. Let's get this on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Right, so these. So which one am I using? We saying use a DR5 and a DR6, but which is? I'm guessing the 5. Yeah, the 5 will better connect the two, because we don't need the 6 to connect the two. Oh. Hopefully it helps if you actually do connect. There we go. I'm just going to take this. Can we get this? Let's just get that on its back. So I'll bring that out. Oh, more barbells coming out. So we're going on the, we're going in the studs. Approximately there. Come on. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can get these up. There we go. Pop you up. Pop this up. I'm going to get these locked in. And then, right, once we're to put that on there, and I just pulled the staircase off. Did not mean to. Right. Yes, that was across the seam. Just gonna get this piece up as well. It's not saying to get this piece up, but might as well get the wire locked in a little bit neater. There we go. That's not in. They do have a nice, these connections do have a nice tiny little click when you get it. Ah, there we go. When you get it, just get it in nice. There we go. Just get this all fixed back in. Where's the staircase go? Approximately there. It's fun when it all falls apart. I think that clips on there. That makes sense if that clips on there. Okay, so we'll lock that in. So that's got a lock in there. That's is that locking in on there? Nope, too far to the side. Right, so I'm meant to be going this way. Nope. Oh. Okay, right, so yeah, we're going that way. That's where we're going. I think that locks in on there. That makes sense. That locks in on there. There we go. And this locks in on there. There we go. I think we have our staircase back. Just gotta remember how things go back together. There we go. Right. There we go. And then that. Put that there. Put that there. Get this locked in. Like this. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. We have a half spiral staircase. There we go. Cool. Okay, right, and then this is saying, so we're saying that's coming out of there, but where is that locking into? Is that going into the building? Yes. There we go. go. Right, where? Right. Oh. We're going through the grill. Where are we going? Black on black. Okay, I think we're going straight up the staircase and across. Like so. Yep. Where is this taking me? What? How is this attaching me? Right, okay. I think we figured this out then. Okay. Right, so that is going up there, and we're leaving that as it is. And then we're flipping back over, and then what we're going to try and do is figure out best place to put this, which, okay. Just going to get the thing. This thingy. So this is where not having all the pieces could be a problem. Yeah, because we're gonna have to take off some stuff and then fill in the gaps later. You know, when I find all the pieces. So I'm gonna be taking off. Right. So where's the best place for this to go? Oh, actually, we can go around the back. Ah. If we go at the back, that should be able to work. We can take that off. Okay, we can take this off here. So, like this. So I'm going to be using these, because this wants me, right now it wants me to use a big wire to connect this, this port here to this junction box here. And this is what I'm talking about. If I do that, if I connect that junction box to this port, then it's going to be attached by wire. But if I can do it with the wireless kits, we just line it up. So I'm going to line this up with, oh, where am I lining? Right. There we go. Is that where we're going? Yes, I'm going to line it up next to there. So if we pull up this plate here, or I could, yeah, we can move stuff around, you see. If we move that over there, then get rid of that. We need 2 on the gap. So it'll be there. And then we should be able to put, yeah, put it there. Right, where's the other side of this? Oh, there we go. And we're using the same amount of ports on everything, because we would be using this port anyway for the top floor, but instead we're using it to power the wireless transmitter. Well, I said wireless transmitter, can neaten that up in there. But when this goes on here now, see how they line up? They'll line up, they'll be sending power through, so we can get rid of this, and we have to find a replacement for a 1x6 to get a 1x4 in here. So I'm just wondering what's easier though. A 1x2, two 1x2s might be easier than finding a 1x3. Oh no, we have to fit it in there because that's the structure. So we have to, there, that's where we're going. So we need one 1x4 to go on this side, which I don't know if we have. Let's have a look. Not seeing one. Let's have a look in here. Not usually something that I would have as a spare piece size, but I might have wood somewhere. But I'm pretty certain I do have a 1x1 tile in grey to go there. Is that not the right grey? Nope, that one. I mean, lucky for me, I've got a lot of parts aside to be able to do this. Where's my 1x2s? I don't think I have 1x3s. Oh, I do have 1x3 tiles, but not. Oh, in the right grey. There we go. Ah, very good. Right, I just don't have. I just can't see a 1x4 plate at the moment. Wait a minute. Do I have two 1x2s to fill it in? Let's have a look. I do. Oh, do I want light? Nope, light grey. There we go. Oh. Oh. And finding these spare pieces and being able to do that. There we go. Just being able to take it all off and put it aside as an extra thing is fantastic. Right, I'm just gonna need to walk away. Just need to get a little bit of air. A couple of minutes here, and then it is hot under these lights. Hey, sorry for being a little bit longer there. I was just trying to see if I could find the pink car for this set. I could not find it. It must be in a box that I can't access at the moment. But I did grab this little USB wire because this is what I use. These Rhino cables, and this is what I have set the size of my mills plates for, which is it needs to be 1 brick plus 1 plate, and that fits perfectly. So the gap between the top plate and the bottom plate is 1 brick plus 1 plate, and they fit pretty coolly. So I might have grabbed the wrong length because sometimes getting them through can be a bit difficult for the length, but if I can remember how to plug in a USB the right way. But yeah, there we go, and that will hide under there. And by using extra USB cables and routing them through all of the little grid down there, you got to poke sticks through, poke stuff through to get it round the corners, but it does get through all of that. Just trying to think what's the easiest way to do this. If we go straight down, like so. Oh, let's get the tweezers in. There we go. And again. Might want to do that one actually. Just gonna get. I want to get this in now. Okay, right. Oh, well, actually, if I can get it all the way out the back, then now we out the back. There we go. You will plug in there. It will plug in there. Or it will be on the naughty step. I don't do anything easy, do I? Do on Morrts fans? I do it all the fiddliest way possible. So that goes in there. And then there we go. We've got USB at the front there. And you can get these in different sizes. This is the smallest. I think this is the smallest size. There might be a size smaller. But yeah. So USB plugging out the front, because my plan is to have where the street is, to have the cables running along the street underneath, and then at each junction point I'll be able to just, plug that in from the front, like an actual city, where the electricity comes in. Just then it plugs in, then that'll be powered up, but all of the cables will be hidden underneath the actual road. So that is why I want it, at the front, or it might come out the side, if I need the longer one to come out the side, or at the side here. And these can also be, I've put in the Technic connector holes. So instead of using these to put the buildings together, I'll be using the ones at the bottom, so they fit in place as well. Designs for mills plates can be found on YouTube. So you can find designs on there for YouTube, or there's a lot of websites about them. Usually they use just 1 brick, but I have added the extra plate so I can fit this version of USB cable underneath. You might go with a different manufacturer or something like that, but for my use purpose, the Rhino cables, USB extender, it needs one brick and one plate in the gap between the two plates that form the sandwich. Anyway, let's get back to this. Just wanted to get that cable, then it's ready. Right, okay, so we have now got this. We'll put the plates in there. We've filled in the gaps on here, which is very, very cool indeed. If I move this around a bit, I might be able to get... no, it doesn't matter. We've sorted. So then now, these two things, the power will go in here, and then the power goes through the wire, obviously. But when that connection is on, you've got to make sure it connects right, the right polarity. This connection here is instead of one big long wire connecting these two items, where you can't do this because the wire will be stretching. So it is definitely worth getting the wireless connections, he says, while routing in a wire. Just trying to figure out how to get this in. Oh, there, we can go in there. There we go. Right. Wiring in. There we go. Got some slack. We're good. We're all good. I probably will wire. When I do it properly, I'll turn that corner there and wire it out of here, so that this isn't stretching across like that, because that's very not neat. Anyway, I'm not working on that now. Right, let's get this tidied up a little bit more, so we can just follow this down here. Just to get rid of the slack. There we go. Not much. Oh. Got rid of too much slack. There we go. Need some slack back. Come on. There we go. Locked in. Pull down. Why are you not clicking in place properly? Oh no, there we go. There we go. There we go. In, good. The only thing I'm going to have a problem with, I think, is going to be this wire here for this lamp. As I say, I've already got a solution where I can plug it into this section at the back here, but I'm going to need another small wire from somewhere to connect to there, if I can get something in there. Maybe I might have to get rid of that brick. I can just pull it out like that. Yeah, that'd work. That won't be able to notice that too much. And that would plug in there. And then oh yes, the maybe the wire I'm saving from here will be the wire I need. I don't think it's going to be long enough. Anyway, right, I'll think about that another time. Where are we? Okay. Right, so... right, plug that into there. We've done that. Right, now we're on... Really? Is that it? No more lights for this section? That seems a bit wrong. Yeah. I thought there were going to be more lights in the in that section. Anyway. Let's take off this roof. Put these aside. Okay. So now we want this on its back. No steps to have to contend with. BR2, 8 and 9. And DR5, 3 and DR6, 2, which again we might... I don't need DR6. What did I do with DR6? Did I actually plug it in? Or did I knock it on the floor? I didn't use the long cable. Where did I put it? So I'll put one. I'll put one there. I'll put that in. Where did I put that extra other cable? I didn't use it, did I? I don't remember using it. It's a mystery. Right, okay, so DR5 number 3. Which we use to connect these two together. If you're watching, don't forget to chat with us. It's always more fun to chat with you guys. And also, if you want to check out the Discord underneath, then you can do that as well, which is free. Free is better than not free. Losing pieces is worse than not losing pieces. I really don't know where I put that wire. Might have to check it out on the. Might have to go back a bit. Check out. Right, anyway, 2 more of these. Nope, not them. that on there like that. It's all good. All good on the show. There we go. Okay, so this is going here in the center. One line up, so there. There we go. I want to pull this off. There we go. Okay, so that's going 2 1.5. Nope. Having a full row. Excuse me. Oh. That was so powerful I lost my mic. Okay, so oh, so that's going to be having me. So where's this meant to connect then? All right, so this is right. So they're saying that that'll connect. That light there connects to this floor here, but I'm not doing that because I've done the. I'm doing the wireless thing. So yeah, I do have to figure out how to connect this to some power. I think I can do it here. I think I can put it here. I don't have any wire extenders, which they do. So. Back on. Everything fall out. There we go. Pull this up. There we go. Right, I won't be able, I don't, well, actually, yeah, if I go there, okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Hey. Come on, there we go. Okay, get that through there, like so. And we'll go back up there. Yeah, I just have to go a little bit around the houses. But then we get that wire's in there very, oh god, that wire's in there very nicely now. Let's get all this pushed back into space. Oh. Put the microphone back. There we go. Okay. There you go. It's best to try and neaten them up as much as possible. Sometimes you just can't. You can't do a lot. But if you can neaten them up, like this, I was going to want it to go underneath here, but because of the wire wouldn't go straight down, I had to go around there, around the corners a little bit. I might have been able to just go straight across, but this takes up a bit more slack. Oh, where's this go? Okay, so yeah, I've got them lights on. Okay, so what is it telling me to do now? It is wanting me to go all the way down to down there. To connect everything together down there, isn't it? So, oh no, wait a minute. It wants me to connect this wire. Where? 51. We're doing that. And it wants that wire to go. I'm a little bit lost on some of this wiring. Okay, so got that in there. Right, so that's there, and it wants that to go down a ladder. Where's the ladder? Oh, was I meant to be doing the roof? No. Yeah, the green section. We're going out. Oh, it wants me to go up the ladder. Whew. To go where? Inside. And get locked in there, but I'm guessing that's going to be for powering the roof lights. So that is number D062. So I'm just going to find where we put D062. Because it should say at some point. Yeah, trying to keep these separate is making this a bit harder. I understand that. D01. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting attached to the top here. Oh, wait a minute. So there is a PowerPoint going here. So that'll make it easier. So that wire that I'm bringing up, that wire that's coming up, I can put that across to a PowerPoint here. Sounds good to me. Or somewhere. I could put it to a PowerPoint here if all the other wires reach. I'll connect it to a PowerPoint and then we'll figure it out. Okay, so yes. And then which side do I want the other thing to connect? Yeah, I'll probably want... Oh, no. Yeah, I'll probably want to put all of them on that side, then they're all stacked up. So I'll plug in the wireless thing here to go there, which will be where that stud is. Oh, pretty cool. Okay, so we can fit that in there and move that stud around. Yeah. Okay. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yep. this slack away. As I say, some of this doesn't have to be perfect, but there are some things that I do think that Briksmax should do slightly differently, like stopping to make certain things. Because some things we still need some things, still need some of the older sets. I mean, you're still making the lights, or you're still doing something, so yeah, so some of us still need older sets. Oh. Okay, right, so that's there. So the corresponding line would be here, 2 in. I think. Yeah, 2 in. Right. Put them aside. What was that? Where did I get that 1x2 plate from? Right, okay, so the plate was here. Might as well bring this out. And then the tile. Yeah, I mean, eventually I am going to run out. But for now, we can put these in. And this is, oh, look at that, I've got 2 different styles. This is an old tile. That's a very old one. Yeah, and this right here, what I'm doing now, finding spare pieces and putting them in as easy as possible, is where the boring side of the Lego comes into its own, and everything just seems to work. So you put in the effort. I put in a lot of effort to get all of this stuff sorted. Where did I get that tile from? And now I can reap the rewards. There we go. Opened up 2 drawers, found the things I needed. Might as well keep them there because I'm going to need them. And there we go. Right, so modified. Just not fully sure where I'm going to plug this into yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, so that should plug into down here somewhere. Right, so we've got that going across to there. Right, I might need to change the placement of this one to somewhere else, because otherwise, right, so yeah, I wonder if I can put it over there and reach there, because I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I think I'll be pulling this out, and then I might probably can get away with pulling this up. Oh, that did not want to move. Let's try this. Put that there. Put that there. And then this would go across here. Get get locked in place there. And then we'd need this to come down here, and hopefully it's going to be close. It's going to be close if there's enough wire. There we go. Oh, it's not close at all. And that should power into there. Right, so we're going to have to move that from there to over this side. And then do the wiring from here, which is fine. It's all, I mean, that's the beauty of all this. It's modular, it's fluid. It's a pain. And as long as you don't glue it in place, you can move stuff around. Come on. There we go. Right, so that's now there. So we need to match that up with this, which is not in the best position. So where's better? Where's better than that? Not on the corner. So if we go 2 to the right, oh, this really does clamp down. Take that from there, put it there, put a 6 across here, then 2 can go there, and then 6 here. Right. Put that back in space. Okay, there we go. Put that back in space. How did I manage that? I went through the I went through the step. What an idiot. If I tried to go through that step, there was no way I'd go through that if I tried. There we go. Tell you one thing while I'm doing these wires, I always feel like the cameras are in the wrong spot. No matter how I angle myself, I feel like I'm covering a camera. There we go. Right, so we've got that there, that's locked in place. We're there, we're not going through the step. We could try, no, could set that off. There we go. Want that in place there. Put that there. Wires coming down here. There we go. Right, now we're gonna get this matched up. So we're going. Yeah, so we're taking this off here. There we go. Oh, if this reaches, then that's even better. It reaches. Cool. So if you are just cutting in, we are making this harder for ourselves by the fact that I can't use my fingers properly. But no, we are making this harder for ourselves because we're not fully following the instructions. We are also adding in wireless kits, which I find are much better when you're finished. Put you there. Then we'll bring in the 6 because there's meant to be 2 plates here. Oh. What have I done? Ah, that's why. Right, so we might need instead to lock that into there. If we get, have I got any, 2x2 inverted tiles? Oh, I've only got them in beige. Oh, no, 2x2 plate. Here we go. Have I got any light greys? I've got dark grey, which is a shame. But yeah, I need to, yeah. I just lock it in place a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to use one to lock the wire in place, one 2x2 plate to lock that in place, and then I will use that to cover the gap. So got a little, where is that? Oh, there we go. So we've got a little bit of a colour dynamic here from light to dark. Just trying to get this plate on. Is the wire not in the right spot? No, the wire's good. No, it's not good there. Yeah. Okay. So is that going to match up now? Does that line up now? Look, and look at that. We're lining up. That's what we want to line up. There we go. Cool. These better work after all this time. Right. 1x2 plate there. Okay. Let's go over there. Okay. So that can go on there. That goes on there. Got that wire there. Right, so that's completely wireless now. And then this matches up on there. Fantastic. Right, so now, so we figured out where this went. I did plug it in. So now, we're taking this back off. We're going from this thing here, and this is going all the way to a circuit board. Come on. Come on. It can be very fiddly. It's just, they don't, sometimes they just don't want to go into their little slot. It's much easier with the newer sets because they can go in either way up, and they have larger plug ends to hold on to. And some of the newer sets actually come with the wireless kits. Don't know if all of them do, but some of the newer ones do come with the wireless kits. So that is actually pretty cool. I'm hoping this just goes here. Come on. There we go. Which side of this ladder are we going? Oh, it's so annoying sometimes. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right. There's no stopping me going straight across with the wire, but I'd like to try and be a bit neater than that. But we're going to pull this up, get that locked in place. Well, not fully locked because we're going to neaten up this first, and if we've got no slack, it's harder to neaten up. Okay, so there we go. Get that back on. Okay, strong in. There we go. And there we go. Right. Why is it telling me to take? Oh yeah. Yeah. If I take that off, I might be able to jam that in the corner. There we go. There we go. Simple enough. He says. 2 hours later. Okay, right, so that's coming across there. Right, so now we're back to this light, which it wants me to go. Where's it want me to go with this light? It wants me to go somewhere I'm not going. Pretty certain it wants me to take this light and go all the way up to the top. It's into here, which I'm not doing. No. Yes. Yeah, in there. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Because this is going to get connected to. This is going to get connected to this section here. Oh, that's what I could do. No, that's not going to work. No, never mind. Right. Okay, so now we're on the front here. Taking off this, and this entire section. Does it come off in one? Apparently so. Oh, there we go. Okay. It does all come off in one-ish. There we go. So we're taking off them and that. Right. Want that. Right. AO47. Oh, right, yes. I'm going to say, we haven't used any of these, but these would have been used on the car that we can't find. So on AO47 and AO48. Which when I say AO47 and 8, that is technically the number of which one it is, of how many we've used. So, yes. Right, so where does this go? Does it go in? Be easier. Oh, wait a minute, right. So, are we just literally going there? I think we're just going there, wedging it in. Which doesn't seem very secure. So I think it would be, isn't it going to be better to get it underneath that? No, probably not. There's no space. Yeah, there's no space. So okay, right. This would be a lot easier if I just did it differently. There we go. Pull all that front off. Put that there. Like that, right. So this is wanting to be in the gap here, apparently. There we go. Right. So yeah, it goes. Oh, right, okay. Right. So yeah, it wants to be in. Yeah. Okay, I think I get it. Right. Do it in sections. Sections. There we go. Right. Get that wedged in there. Like that. I think that is what it's going for. Is it? Nope. Nope. Careful. So yeah, it wants. Yeah. So they're wanting me to wedge it in the side, like so, and then the wire going out the back. Which I don't think this is going to fit. Well, it does fit, but not with how I'm doing it at the moment. That looks exceedingly uncomfortable in there. But that is looking like how it wants to be done. Why can't I just go to the side a little bit? Go to the side. Come on, go to the side a little bit. Now we're good. The wires just want to do something else. Like, it's annoying when you need an extra 18 fingers in here when you can only fit half a finger. Why is it still? No. There we go. Right, I think that's as close as I'm going to get. I've got another one to put in yet. Right, I'm hoping that they're in okay, because they look very wedged to me, and I don't like it. Right, get that locked in, get that locked up back on. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay, so then these come across. Oh, I can put the green fingers back on. So these are coming across. And I think we're going to be doing them over here. Can we? Oh, we might be able to get them in here. Does that reach? Ooh. I'm going to have to stretch. I'm going to have to stretch something across. I think it's going to be this one. This one's going to have to stretch across to get to a junction box, which is a shame. Just don't want to stretch across too many wires, so they technically can fit reach to there, but that can reach to there as well. Okay, where can it reach? There. And not great though. Where should I put the box? Okay, right. We'll get the DO. We'll get the box though. We'll get the DO1 box out. Yeah, because I've got another DO8 in here. Sorry, another 8-port to put in somewhere. Well, for the car. There's a lot of lights on that car. You should only really need a 6, shouldn't you? Two at the front, 2 at the back. You should only need a 4. There we go. Does that go in? No, then right. Oh, excuse me again. So I'm thinking best place would be here, because then we can try to feed. Yeah, here. Feed these 2 around here, and feed this one across here, which means it does have to go across there. But oh, I could, yeah, there. Does that work? That could work. Then this wire only goes across this little section here. So there we go. Well, figuring it out. Right. So I'm just gonna, and then we'll have to figure out the wireless connector to get it attached to the roof, which isn't gonna be, shouldn't be too bad, he says, hopefully. Go. Okay, so we're going. Oh, right. So this, I can save some wire here. Yeah, I can just go. If I pull the ladder off, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we're straight up here. Get that locked in there. That's good. Hope, beyond all hope, that this all goes in very, very nicely. And then, oh, no, that's not enough. One less, 2 less. There we go. There. There we go. So that hopefully if we put this junction box here, that should be enough, because that wire's reaching. That's coming from this. That's coming from this light here. That's going to there, and that's going to there, and then that's going to there. Right. Hopefully everything else can connect to this junction box right here for this section. I'm just trying to think, what else have we got to plug in? Figured there'd be lights in here. Right, so it's time to put this aside for now. Can't remember what the two yellow things are. I think they're meant to be eggs. Okay, so I'm going to take the rocket apart. Okay, right, so I think we're going to go take them two away, and we're going to go into the piece bag. Is that empty? Right. Wireless connector empty, wireless connector empty. And then where's my piece bag, which is here? And we want a... How are we doing this? I want a translucent red stud. Okay, and then what number? A17. This one. This is the slow flashing red dot light. Oh, we actually want. Oh, we wanted a red stud then. Would it be better with a clear stud or red on red? I'm guessing. Yep, yeah, yeah, it's going in the middle. I mean, just seems a bit redundant to put a red flashing light inside a red stud when the red flashing light would look better in a clear stud. Or maybe red on red would amplify it. Would amplify it. So we're putting that on there. That there, like so. And take us. So that's the one we're taking out. Yeah, I mean, I know they're following the pattern. Like a translucent brick wouldn't follow the pattern when it's turned off. I suppose, yeah, when it's turned off, the translucent pattern would not follow the way it's going. But I'm pretty certain the light should be on the top of this as a beacon, not at the bottom. I don't know. Right. So what are we taking apart now? Right, so we're taking off this entire section. Take this off. This. Oh, wait. Yeah. So this can come off. I'm back in a minute. I'm just hearing some noises. Strange noises behind me. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Right, sorry about that. We're back. If you are watching, don't forget, it's more fun if you interact. But anyway, yeah. I thought I heard someone shouting hello downstairs, but it must have come from outside. Right, so. Oh. Okay, so that's that feeding through there then. Okay, so that's there. We'll put this back on, lock it in place. Now we might have a little bit of trouble keeping all these things separate now, because these are going to be wanting to be plugged into that junction box, so we might, annoyingly, until I can figure it out, I'll get some. I mean, I've got a size 8 junction box, but it seems like a lot to be. Because I've got two open-ended wires here. What could I figure out? Right, the roof, unfortunately, the roof might have to be attached via wire, which will be annoying. But if I have to do that, I have to do that, because I can't figure out, I can't seem to think of a way to not have, unless I use that 8-port, which seems, as I say, does seem like a waste. Okay, what number are we after? AO4? Where's my AO4s? How did that happen? I mean, there we go. Right. I mean, I know how the stupidity happened. Right, where's the back? That's the back, so I want that. What? Right, okay, so that's the back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the front. Right. Okay, there we go. How's that? No, that's, oh. No, that's. No, that's the, yeah, that's the front. So we want to switch around this wire. So I did have it right. Okay. There we go. Right, all back together. Right, so that's, yeah, that's the front, that's the back. Okay. Then we can attach this back to here. I mean, I could not have the beacon on the top, and that would solve, yeah, that would solve the problem. Because there are things where, you know, if I don't have, like, if I, because these are going to wire in through these. So I'm going to be getting the last two BO2s, which is the strip lights, to go on here, like this. It depends where these go, actually. Where are these going? Oh, right, okay, yeah, so, yeah, I would need the light in the recording studio, but I don't necessarily need the light on the beacon at the top. So if I take that beacon off, then the chain still works. All the chain works, so it's fine. There we go. Right. DO5. Where's my DO5s? That's another wireless connector. That's a DO6, DO5. There we go. Right, because these are getting chained together this way. Which this is going to be. Alright, I'm going to undo this because it's just going to be hard to do with them on. Now it flips upside down. Okay, so these are going. So these go here, which is next to the skylight. And here, which is for the recording booth, not the studio. This is for in here at the back, a light here. Yeah. I suppose the booth is where the yeah, this. Oh no, no! Pulled the wire out. Ah. There we go. Right. Okay. We'll put the rest of this under here. Twice. Oh, what? So this is meant to be. we're looping, we're looping, we're looping. There we go. There we go. Right. So that's attached there, that's attached there. So then this is wanting to attach to there, which I'm not doing that. I'm going to take away the beacon on the top, keep the recording light, because the recording booth light goes there. That can plug into there, like so. Come on, there we go. That can go into there. So yeah, the recording light can go into there, and then the connection light we can put on the where can we put the connecting light? Ooh, well that could be pretty easy. That could go there, you see. And the thing is, you don't have to do the wireless things. I mean, this kind of does might feel like a waste of one of these wireless kits, but I like to have it completely separated. So I'm thinking if I take this off there, can move there. Where does that correspond to? Here. Okay. Right. So I want that here, like so, and that just plugs into here. And then we want the one by one tile to go there. That grey, which I think is in here. Yep. I'll go. Fill that gap. And then this don't even need to replace anything. It's just putting it in the right spot, which I think is there, going that way, because that's positive, negative. Wires go the same way. It's a bit of a stretch. Oh, actually, how much wire have I got on that? Well, that reaches them much easier. There we go. And this goes in here. this locked in place. Pull this up, whip it under. There we go. Right, so that's for the beacon on top, which is not plugged in. So I'm just going to keep that available for now, but not actually have it plugged in, because if I do manage to find, like in my spare lot of Briksmax stuff, if I manage to find a 6, because an 8 does feel like a waste for just one thing. I don't know if there's any double ones. I don't know. But there we go. I think, right, that should match up there. Right, I think everything is now plugged in except for this, which I can. Right, so if I. And there's a reason, that this is the reason I make sure I can get these wireless sets in, because being able to just go like that, pull an entire thing off like that without worrying about like the wire stretching is fantastic. Okay, right, so I'm just going to take this off again. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this from here. Right, so if I unplug this, come on, if I unplug this, why are you not listening? There we go, unplug that, get this section out. I did it before, it'll do it again. There we go. And then unplug this. Come on. Just trying to get this wire out here. Come on. The unfortunate thing is because this is stuck on and not it's stuck on with a sticky pad, not with a Lego brick. There we go. There we go. Right, so this can get powered by there. Right, does this? Right, that does not reach to there, but this does. So I'm hoping, might be beyond hope, but I'm hoping that I've gotten everything in the right areas here. Right, that, right, so if I lock that in there, like so, like that. It's just all about cable management at the moment. There we go. If I lock that in there, then that reaches almost perfectly. we go. Plug that in there. So now this is plugged in through a different part of the circuit. Well, it is when I actually plug it in. There we go. Right, and then, is that better to plug it in here or down here? Well, it's easier to plug it in up here, so he says, hopefully. Right, that's the only problem at the moment. That I'm just going to have to push out a little bit. Yeah, okay. Unless I can just ease this off. This is so stuck down now that, yeah. We can. Ugh, it's not going to go back on. It's not going to go back on good, is it? Come on. Come on. Just need to. We literally just need to move it a couple of millimeters, just for the connection point. There we go. There we go. Right. There we go. Right, so that's that. Right, this is getting plugged into this side. So I'm going to wrap around as much as possible to get the slack off. And then it's just going to follow this channel around. Is that enough yet? No. Oh, too much. There we go. Because we do have to. Right, I'm going to take one more spiral out. I'm going to go under here. Lock that in there. Oh, done too many spirals, which is fine. We'll just take another one out. Go in there. Go around the back, follow it round. Okay. Put that behind there, so it's locked in place. And then that reaches there. Right, so we're just going to get this in now. Hopefully there's enough gap so I can just fit this in. Get rid of that black thing for now. Make it easier to get this in. Come on, we've done this. Still want to get this in here. Come on. Come on. that in. Okay. One black section there. Get that in. Come on. Is that right? I don't think that's right. That should be there. Something doesn't seem right about that. Actually, that's true. I could just move that back one. No, whatever. Just gonna have a look. Dine. Where's the diner sign? And I put the diner sign back in. Yeah, that should be. Yeah, apparently that should be there. But doesn't fit now. No idea. Right, that's locked in. There we go. I think we're good. Just want to get that. Oh. Take out the spiral. There we go. Okay, right. I'm hoping I've wired all of that in, all good, all correctly, and we've got the wireless kits in there. There's nothing right. Okay. Wow. Okay, I've got his little connection point here. Put this on. Right, the only light that's not going to come on is the one on top, the slow blinking light. So that light's not going to come on because I didn't, because yeah, I would have had to connect that to this, which I will show. Oh no, it's probably not the best idea to do that. Oh no, I can do that. Yes. I will show the light. I will show that light coming on. Just trying to see why that's not. Why is that not going in place? There we go. Okay, so the scary part sometimes with these wireless fittings is that you haven't pushed it down hard enough. So we are going to get our extension cable here. Turn off the lights. We'll turn off the main lights, even though it's still bright outside. Oh. Okay, and I've got this attached to my amp meter because I don't want it to take too many amps. Because if it does, I've wired up something wrong and it starts to melt the bricks. Right, I'm just gonna do this from out the back. It'll be easier for now. There we go. And there we go. Okay, 0.3 amps. That's good. If you do it wrong, it can really take up way too much. Okay, right. So the diner's lit up. The upstairs is not lit up. So have I... There we go. So there we go, just push down, get that connection in there. So we can see, right, so this isn't lit up, so push down here, there we go. So just got to get the connections right. So it's obviously I've got too much of a bump on the top here that's pushing that connection away. But you can just do that. And let's see what I've got going on here. Oh, is it this? I think it's that that's keeping it pushed away. So let's just get rid of that for now. That's the only bump I could see. Should that be there? Let's have a look. So I might have to see, this is where it's trial and error, and you've got to try and figure out the best place to put this stuff. As always, I am going to say these lights are a lot brighter on camera. The exposure is a lot more on camera than it is in real life. Real life. We're in real life, but in person. That's what I meant to say. It is a lot brighter on the screen than it is in person, which I have noticed. Oh, up to 0.5 amps now. 0.6. Whoa, this is dragging a lot of juice. But it's within safe limits, because I have had it before where it's taken 5 amps and I've had something wired in wrong and it started to melt pieces. So and this actual wire got really hot and it burned me. But we seeming all right, seeming good. Right, so there we go. Got the street lamp, but I've just noticed it on the camera. I noticed it on there. Oh, look at that! I'm just holding this down because otherwise, I've got to place this top thing in a better area. Right, let's get this plugged in, so you can see the slow flashing red light. Let's see what we can see here. Oh, there we go. Right, there's the slow flashing red light. There's a slight put on as well. So that's a slow flashing red light. So, but this is why I've done the wireless, because look, that is, so this is connected. I'm just going to turn the lights back on. So there we go. But like, so there, look, I've only got this much movement. So you try and put that on take that off, put it on the desk. Well, there's not enough wire, which is why I work to get. I figured out my bump. There it is. There it is. Right. Right. Can I get that to there and hold that there? Still got a bump, but it's further away from the connection point. Oh. There we go. I figured out the bump. There we go. So we've got the the flashing, slow flashing light. But the one you can't properly see, which is the jukebox, which is looking very, very cool indeed. I wonder if I can get a decent image of. Oh, there we go. There you go. You can see, look at that, the flashing jukebox. That's the quick flashing lights. They're going through all the colours. Yep. But that's all right that they're not synced. Them two not being synced is fine. Because it's meant to be a disco, you know, meant to be flashing at different times, and that's fine. But when it's the wally eyes, and after one cycle they're out of sync, it's just not great. It's really not great at all. But yeah, we've got all the lights inside. So the one that's I'm gonna have to get rid of is the flashing light, unless I can figure out, unless I've got a small junction box to just to not feel like I'm wasting a large one to get them top few things plugged in, because it is literally just a top. Yeah, it would literally just be the two lights at the top, but it might not be worth it unless I get rid of the one in here. But then the singer can't see, and you can't get rid of the one in the recording studio, because then the oh, that's what I could do. There we go, Mort fans. That is a plan. Just as an idea. Oh no, that doesn't work. But no, it does. I could do it where, oh god, this wire's heavy. I could move the slow flashing light from there and put it on the recording desk, because there is a red button in there. There's a red button in there, so I could move the slow flashing light from there, put it on that red button, and that's the recording button. Or maybe, no, I can't put it inside there. Oh, yeah, no, you don't record to a big just a flashing red light, do you? But the record on the inside, yeah, flashing on the inside, you probably won't be able to see it from most angles, but when you opened it up, there we go. You'd then see a flashing red light in there. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. So it's a shame I'm going to be losing that. So what are these connected to then? These two lights here, they're connected to, yeah, they're connected to that floor. So take all of that off, because it's wireless. Well, there is wires, but you can see in there. So yeah, a bit light on. Oh, I didn't realise that piece had snapped. Yeah, someone's bounced off the rope a bit too hard and snapped that. Ooh. Okay, I might have to try and replace that at some point. And then this comes off, so then that means that the big lights there come off. Oh, you might be able to see the flashing light a bit better now. There we go. So you got the lights here shining downwards. If I can put that over there. Let's cover that. See, this one's not coming out that well. That one's hidden too far. It's not casting enough light. This one's all right though. That one's casting enough light down there. And the diner ones, you do get like a little shadow effect of the diner. So yeah, that's nice to look up. But yeah, this was meant to this one was meant to be attached to like this floor here, which is just stupid. But yeah, you can without these lights turned on, you can see the jukebox lights a bit better. Yeah, cool. Okay, right. So yeah, I've still got work to do on this, but we're going to call that episode done. We're going to call it done. Oh, might need another floor to go on first. I am exceedingly happy with that. Even with the modifications I've still got to do, but moving that light from there and putting it on the inside will be pretty cool, I think. The reason I like to try to put the wireless connections all on one side, if possible, because then you don't then I just push on one side and they all connect. But I've got rid of that bump now, so they're all coming on, all working. Pretty cool indeed. Right, just gonna switch this. So, thank you for watching. If you watched, thank you for everyone that watched. It's been great actually getting this put together. Finally getting these lights in. As I say, these lights, come on, they expose so much on camera. It's unreal. Overexposure is like, it's like 1,500 lights in here. But no, they are much more subtle in person. I am liking the red beacon on top. It is a shame I'm going to get rid of that. I'm pretty certain I'm going to get rid of the red beacon on top. I think I will put it on the inside and put it on that recording button, or maybe actually no, I could put it on the inside here as a second light source, maybe in that light fitting at the back. Oh no, because then it's still connected to the top, isn't it? Yeah, I might try and figure something out where it's flashing on the inside for recording, for the actual, so there'll be the large light on. Oh, there we go. There we go. So the large white light will be on inside to light it all up, and then try and get a recording light in there as well, so you can see one light on and then one light flashing in the corner. I think that would be pretty effective. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I did say I knew to myself, I'm thinking this is going to take 4 hours to do this, and it took longer because I was not fully working with the instructions. We were going off instructions, but then I haven't made the car as well. I haven't done the car, so there's a lot of lights left over that should have gone in the car. And maybe at some point, if I do find the car, I can like get that sorted out. And there should be an extra gap. There should be an extra connection point on this thing at the bottom, so I can. Oh, actually, I've got an extra connection point here, haven't I now? So the car could plug in to this and be on the street. It's always got to plan. You've got to plan ahead. But yeah, thanks for watching. Great build. Very fiddly at the start, getting them jukebox lights in. But thanks for watching. See you guys on next live Morrts Model Moment. Good day.